Hey guys, this is Mr. H. Hey, I am going to do a real quick video on how to use Desmos. I was thinking about what I should show you, and I think I'm just going to show you the easiest way to do the linear inequalities. So I'm going to jump in, I'm going to show you what you can do on Desmos and how easy it is to graph inequalities. It's very easy. And we can also do this on the TI Inspire, and I think I'll show you that too. But right now, let me pull up my iPad. All right, so what you see here is, let me get this, make this larger. All right, we have this first inequality. It says, solve the following inequality, write it in the simplest form. So it says 8g plus 8 is less than 4g minus 9. And we need to come up with the solution for this, the intersection. So here's what I'm going to do. Now, we're going to do this a little differently than what we do in the classroom. Very first thing I'm going to do is go to desmos.com and you're going to use the graphing calculator. Now, we can do this also on the TI Inspire. I haven't showed it to you yet, but I was looking around and I think this is the easiest way to do it. So all you basically have to do is just type in the inequality, the whole thing, and then press enter, and it's going to show you what the graph is. So let me show you. Again, make the letters other than X and X. So I'm going to make this 8X plus 8, and then I'm going to use the inequality. So if you go down here, you should have the inequality less than, and then we're going to do 4x, and then it's going to be minus 9. All right, so here's the answer. So let me get rid of this so you can see it. So you see that there's this vertical line. So that's where the inequality starts, and then it's going to the left. That's what the shading means. So if you click on this, you'll see that the x coordinate is a negative 4.25. And what this is saying is, if you go to the left, it has all the solutions. So if we were going to write this, we would just go where G and it's less than. So it's going, the shading is going to the left, and the intersection was at a negative 4.25. So that's the answer. We don't have to do any check numbers, anything. The graph is telling us everything we need. It's telling us where the boundary starts, and it's also telling us which way the solutions are. The shading represents solutions. So that's it. Now I'm going to do a couple more. So I'm going to click this off, and then I'm going to go to number 2. So the second one is, we've got 6s plus 6 is less than or equal to 10s plus 2. There was something that I forgot to mention in the last one, but I'm going to try to make sure I point out the difference here. So right now I'm going to go 6x plus 6, and then I'm going to do less than or equal to. So let me go here and get less than or equal to, and then I'm going to go 10, 10, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to go 10x plus 2. So I go plus 2. Now, this one, the shading is to the right. Now we just have to find the boundary. So we just click on it, and it tells us that the boundary, the x value is 1, and it's going to the right. Now, what I forgot to show you on the last one is the line was a dotted line, which means that it doesn't have an equal sign. But if you look at this, this is actually a solid line. There's no dashes. So all that means is when you get ready to write the inequality, the boundary occurs at 1, and the shading is to the right. So that's the way that the inequality goes. So the shading is over here. The one that we did before, the shading was going to the left. So that's it. So it's very easy using Desmos to figure out which way the inequality should go. You just look in the shading. Okay, let's do a couple more. and then I'm going to stop it and upload it. Okay, so let's do number 3. And we need to figure out where the boundary is, and we need to figure out which direction it goes. So let's go. Let's get rid of this one. And now we're going to key in the new one. So it's going to be a -2 minus 2 parentheses 6x plus 2 parentheses. And then we use the inequality. It's going to be less than. And then we got 3x plus 10. Where's the plus 10? Plus 10 plus 6. All right, now notice this one is not a solid line. It is a dashed line, and that means that we don't have an equal sign. But now all we got to do is click on it, and you can see that the number is a -1.467. Now there's actually more digits, but if this is all that you see, that's fine. Just put the digits that you see. So put a -1.467. So, but also what you should notice is the shading is going to the right. So that means that our inequality is going to go to the right. So let's go to the iPad and write this. So it's going to be n is greater than a -1.467, I think is what we saw. Let me go click on that and make sure that's right. Yeah, -1.467. So there are more digits, but this is fine. If this is all that Desmos is showing you, we're good. All right, let's see, what else do I want to do? Okay, let me go look at another one. Okay, so here's one. I'm going to do number 10. All right, so same thing. Actually, I'm going to leave this one for now. So I'm going to just add another one. So I am doing number 10. So it's going to be 2x minus 14 is greater than 0. And then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to graph it. So let me put that in. 2x minus 14 is greater than, so I'll use the greater than symbol, then 0. And now I just graph it. I'm going to pull the graph over a little bit so you can see it. And what you see is that the shading is going to the right. I just click on this number and I got 7. So that's going to be the boundary. The x coordinate is 7. And so that means anything greater than 7 is in the solution. So let me go to the iPad and write that. So 7, so it's going to be x is greater than 7. Now, again, notice that the line is not solid, it's dashed, and that's because there is no equal sign in the inequality. Now, for our graph, we would just go down here to 7, make an open circle, and then go to the right. That's it. That's all you're doing. Let's see, what else do I want to do in this packet? All right, I'm going to do number 17 now, and then I'm going to upload this. Now, again, you should see that it's pretty easy to use Desmos to figure out which way these inequalities should go. It's also pretty easy to find the boundary. Okay, so now, if we look at number 17, it says state all of the integer values of x in the interval between 3 and 9 that satisfy this inequality. So basically what they're saying is, you've got these numbers 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And they're saying which one of these numbers or how many of these integers satisfy this inequality. So all we're going to do is basically we're going to find out where the shading goes, which way the shading goes, and then we want to find out which one of these numbers are in there. So here we go. So I am just going to go here and I'm going to type in, so this is a -5x plus 3 is greater than a -20, and then I shade it. Now, if you look at this, you can see that the shading is going to the left. And so let me do home. All right, so here is the, let me get rid of this real quick. So this is the y-axis, this is the x-axis. When I click on this, you can see that the boundary starts at 4.6. That's where the boundary starts. It starts at 4.6 right here. All right, it starts at 4.6. So what we would say on the iPad is that X, and it's the shading is to the left, so we're going to go to the left, has to be less than 4.6. Now, so all we would do is go to these numbers and see which of those numbers are less than 4.6. Is 9 less than 4.6? No. Is 8 less than 4.6? No. Is 7 less than 4.6? No. Is 6 less than 4.6? No. Is 5 less than 4.6? No. Is 4 less than 4.6? Yes. Is 3 less than 4.6? Yes. So those are our two answers. So you would say X equals 3 and X equals 4. Those are the only two integers that satisfy in that interval that satisfy this inequality. Now, let me go back because I want y'all to see this. Desmo makes it really easy. And actually, we have the same feature on our calculator. And I think what I'll do is I'll show you guys this on Monday. All right, so all you have to do is just type in the inequality and then press enter, and it's going to do the shading. If the shading is on the left, that means your inequality goes to the left. It means it's less than. If the shading is on the right, that means the inequality is going to the right. That means greater than. If there's a dashed line, that means that there's no equal sign. If there's a solid line, that means that it's less than or equal to, right? So that's it. I hope this has been helpful. If this still doesn't help, I need you guys to reach out to me, but I'm going to post this, and hopefully this will make solving the inequalities much easier. All right, bye.